girls. How are we? Miss Lily, you're looking better. Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. It is, what are we at? We're at evening time. We're at 5:30 in the evening. I am off work and I'm headed out to move Billie Jean. We're gonna go ahead and she's been in that little corner of the hayfield just kind of eating stuff down, and we're gonna go ahead and move her to the next pasture over. And probably get into evening chores and, you know, just kind of an evening on the farm. So come along with me and let's see what we can get into and what the farm has in store for us tonight. You ready to move? Okay, so a couple things. The first one being, if you notice B being a drama queen, and that she has a wrapped foot. She had 2 wrapped feet at the beginning of today, and the reason for that is I just believe that it's allergies that are causing her feet to itch, and she's not leaving them alone. So I am trying to keep them wrapped to let them heal. She's licking them like raw. So I'm trying to keep them wrapped to get her brain off of chewing on them, and she's being extremely dramatic about it. So that's what that is. Also, these temporary fences that I put up as like alleyways, they're not hot. Billie Jean knows the routine and she knows that she's going from pasture to pasture. And so these aren't hot. I'm just going to take them right back down. These are just going up to get her from where she's at right now, which is here in the corner of the hayfield, basically to the pasture right next door to her. So we are just literally going to that gate. See right there. So not very far at all. I'm going to make another line from the barn to the other side of that gate, and then I will open up all of her gates, that gate down there to that pasture and the gate to the pasture that she's in right now, and let her come on out. She'll graze. I've got to put a fence around the chicken coop because she's naughty and she will try to get into the chicken coop. She'll break into the chicken coop. So yeah. So I'm going to put an electric fence that will be hot around the chicken coop so that she doesn't do that. And of course we'll get her water moved and her feed pan moved and all of that too. So she's a very sassy girl. Yeah. Naughty girl. But after the hayfield episode, I don't feel like coming out here, you know, one morning and her being out in the hayfield, and has been out in the hayfield grazing my hay, you know, all night long. So I was like, you know what? She's starting to talk to me a lot. It's telling me that she's not happy where she's at, that she, you know, all the ice cream grass is gone, as we call it, the primo grass, and now all that's left is the healthy grass, and the, you know, the fruits and vegetables, if you will. So we're gonna go ahead and move her to where she can't muck up my hayfield if she gets out. So, you dirty rotten heifer. Yeah, you. as usual, I didn't think that one through, and I put that post there right in front of the gate that I need to open to get in and get her feed. So it's okay. We'll just go and open up her gates. And oh, you know what? I need another. I forgot that's what I did for this. And I've got to turn the fence off. Lord. All right. Look at this volunteer celosia. Is nothing just glorious? Okay, now that that's done, my next task is to finish emptying out the wheelbarrow of posts by building new pastures for the horses. So we're going to head down to the lower pasture, is what we call it, and put up as many paddocks as we can because the horses are out of paddock space and they're rotational grazing. So we need to make up some more runs for them for when they do get to go out. We're supposed to have rain the next couple days, so I don't know if they're going to go out in the next couple days, but considering that I work for like the next 14 days, it doesn't really matter if they're going out tomorrow or not. I have time right now to put up fences, and it's semi-cool, so we're going to put up fences. For those of you who are waiting for a bluebird nest update, the baby birds have flown the nest. They are gone. They were fully feathered. If you hadn't watched the videos before, there's a birdhouse sitting up there on top of the fridge, which is my egg fridge for my farm stand. Mr. Wonderful made a whole bunch of birdhouses, and upon going to move them in the summertime, because the wasps started moving into the birdhouses and making nests, I realized that I had a pair of bluebirds that were making a nest in one of the houses. So I took all the other houses in the groom shop and put a sign on that birdhouse saying occupied, don't touch it. She laid 4 eggs. She hatched out 3 baby birds, and all 3 of them grew up to have feathers. They were, adult feathered. I wouldn't say adult feathered, we call it fully feathered in chickens. And then one day they were just gone, and there was no footprints around. There was no slither marks around, indicating that the house wasn't knocked off. There was no ill intent evident. It looked and appeared that by all intents and purposes, those baby birds grew up and flew the nest. So that's wonderful. We raised 3 baby bluebirds right there in that birdhouse on my groom shop porch. we now have all of these set up, so that's a whole nother 3 paddocks for the horses to move into, which right now is 3 days of them being out. So that buys me 3 days without having to build fence. I'm gonna go around and pick up the fences that are no longer being used and put them in my wheelbarrow to be ready for the next time we need to build fence, and go in and do evening chores. I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you so much for coming along with me while we moved Miss Billie Jean. Thank goodness it went without a hitch and she moved well. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. As you can tell, I'm kind of dragging and I'm a little tired today, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be back in gear. Take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.